This really is your opportunity as young creatives to create a branded concept that enhances social and environmental well-being. When approaching this brief, there are some questions that you need to ask yourself before you even begin to consider the creative process. How can you create a branded fashion concept that is good for people and the planet? You've already come up with some really good ideas in the workshops that we've had in relation to how you can achieve this. What I need to see is this in writing. So what I'd like you to do is put together a written plan, yes, good old-fashioned pen and paper, in which you consider and map out how you can solve the challenges of the brief. Fashion is one of the most unsustainable industries on the planet. How can we make the unsustainable sustainable? How can your brand contribute to this global issue? You've already had some great ideas about vintage chic, upcycling, the circular economy and the circular design, but you need to evidence this process. Create a Word document, or if you like, create your own Padlet with visual inspiration and written ideas on how you feel that you can achieve the objectives of the brief. This is a crucial part of the planning process, and this will be beneficial for you to submit as part of your summative assessment. So let's talk about the brief. You need to create a branded concept. How can you create a clothing brand that's going to meet the objectives of the brief? You need to consider conscious design. You need to consider who your target audience are. The requirement of this brief is for it to be a mainstream concept. So you need to be able to create something that's going to be commercially viable, but you will need to research the market. There is the mainstream market, but then there are niche markets within mainstream markets. So this is something that you're going to have to go off and research. Also, what market segment of the fashion industry is your branded concept going to be? Is it going to be haute couture, luxury, economy? These are things that you need to think about before the creative digital process. So you will need to also research the current market. What ethical and sustainable brands are out there at the moment? Critique these brands. Draw some visual research. Critique the logos. Give consideration to colour, the application of shape. How do these brands present themselves in the public domain, and how do they put environmental and social well-being at the heart of their brand? These are things that you really need to consider.